still the manager.
As a coach, okay, because Lampard is a coach, surely. PA is looking at his career and is like, hey, I saw your stat that you put up there from after they lost their last game against Arsenal. It was 20 games and he's only won, I think, once and drawn once. Surely there is no one who would want to employ Frank Lampard with such a record. So for his reputation, he was kind of worried about what was going on. But I don't blame him though entirely. Like there was pressure.
There is no pressure. Let's agree that. There was zero pressure.
Of course.
What pressure?
With regards to the Chelsea job,
he
zero
is
pressure.
a caretaker guy. He's been told to hold this job until end May. End May we give Pochettino this job. Just come make a few coins here and there. Just kidogo tu ile tu ya mboga ile watoto waende holiday in Trinidad and Tobago. What's the pressure?
The pressure is that his career, his reputation is on the line. Now,
guys,
of course,
Lampard's reputation cannot be on the line because of what's happening at Chelsea, because we saw what happened at Chelsea round 1 and we saw what happened at Everton. There is no way though that his legacy or career or whatever it is now being decided now.
It's not being decided now.
Or that it's being hurt by this Chelsea thing.
But it's doing more damage to his career at the moment. That's what is happening. Remember,
it's not him.
This
the
is
team has
chance.
40 players. Guys changing the corridor.
Yeah, it shows that he can't manage a big squad. He can't manage a big team.
No, it's not just him. Neither could Potter.
But this is a legend. No. Expect the players to listen, to understand what the legend is trying to pass across.
That's why he was here. We had tried to explain this to you a few weeks ago. Leave the playing side alone and the coaching side. The only reason he's there is to make fans happy that, one of us is in charge. But as just said, when Chelsea got this guy as a coach, how many of you guys thought, Chelsea are going to get 8 wins in the next 2? How many of you?
It wasn't about 8 wins. It was about
at least
none. At least beat the team
that
you should be beating.
No. Who thought, Lampard is here, Chelsea are going to turn around? Tell me, someone raise your hand. One person who said, Lampard is here, so now Chelsea's fortunes are about to change.
For myself, I expected something better than 7 consecutive defeats in the Premier League.
Because you think Lampard is a better coach than Graham Potter? No. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Potter was better, but zero wins in 7.
No, Sammy. Sammy.
Yes.
If you expected Lampard to change the fortunes at Chelsea,
not fortunes,
you are letting us. You are making us think or believe you thought Lampard is a better coach than Potter.
No.
You have to be on lack of sleep. I know you haven't slept a lot, but you have to even consider that there is any world in which Graham Potter is a worse coach than Lampard. If Graham Potter couldn't do anything with it, you sat there and you thought Lampard is going to turn this around.
I was actually betting on two wins max.
The thing was this.
What did you expect Lampard to do different? And why? What's your belief that Lampard would do something that Potter wouldn't?
Remember my take when Frank Lampard came in, I said that they are already shutting down the season. But I wouldn't have expected that Frank Lampard, with all those games remaining, would have registered 0 wins in 7. I expected something decent. Something like goes
why?
Through.
What is your reasoning? Okay, yes, you expect. I expect to get paid at the end of the month. Why do I expect to get paid at the end of the month? Because I actually came to work today. So, what was your rationale for thinking Lampard would do this, make this better?
Because he's a cool guy and he loves the youth.
Cool guy. Come on.
So
that was the thing.
Cool guy. Cool guy. What this is Instagram?
Do you want a cool guy?
Remember when you talked about?
So he wasn't cool enough at Everton. He wasn't cool enough at Chelsea round 1. He wasn't cool enough at Derby.
Yeah.
And nowadays we coach using coolness. So because Elijah is the coolest of all of us. So now he's cool, everything else works.
No. Let's go step by step. Number 1, Derby wasn't that of a failure.
It was.
It wasn't that of a failure.
He had a big budget. He failed to get them up. And as a result of them overspending, then they are now in trouble.
Okay. Everton, Pia, I would say that this guy saved them last season. They would have gone down.
So why did he get fired?
He got fired in the next season.
Why?
Performance.
Okay, the run was bad. And it continued even this season.
He had
the different
manager.
manager. 19? I can't remember.
The points he had, Ginger Mourinho, and he's not that much.
He's not
that much better than him.
Yes.
Ginger Mourinho got them in half the time.
Okay, but
so coolness didn't work at Everton. So coolness was working the second time. Why? How would you say
Chelsea.
coolness? Like, why would you say coolness?
Maybe he's trying to say
I say
flair.
this because they
Even
have young
if-
players, and as you said, he's there to galvanize everyone around the club.
No,
that
he
was his
he
role.
no, placate. There's a very big difference between placate and galvanize. Okay? Placate and galvanize, very different. Placate is just to make people feel, oh, at least one of us is there. He's seeing what's going on. Galvanize is what Gary O'Neill has done at Bournemouth. That's galvanizing. So where is this galvanizing?
Wouldn't you have bought?
Your strongest points of Frank Lampard is that he's cool.
Wouldn't you have bought? listen.
I don't even think he's that cool.
Okay, now let's compare it to Chelsea season 1 because you have talked about it. This is a team that was pretty young, didn't have a lot of players that were coming through signing, and you only had to work with Akina Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, young players, and he qualified for the Champions League with that team.
Guys, let us kill that fallacy that in Chelsea Mark 1, Lampard only had to work with young players, Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount. Who's the other one? Name all of them.
Rhys James, he brought him up from the academy.
Now, please. Okay, Chelsea couldn't sign players.
Yes.
But it's not like Chelsea didn't have players. You know, we talk like Lampard just had those, like it was only the academy he was playing with. No! Chelsea still had your N'Golo Kante. Chelsea still had your Thiago Silva. Chelsea still had your Kai
No,
Havertz.
Thiago Silva was
Havertz.
No, yeah, but Kai Havertz, like what I'm saying is the older. I should actually Google it and see. Is my internet working?
Yeah.
So that I can
The only
get
guy
that
was
score.
coming through was Christian Pulisic.
No.
He was signed in January.
The question is not who was coming through, it's whether there were any other players in the team. You know, you're talking like there were no players. So let's find out whether there were other players in that squad other than Mason Mount and Tammy Abraham.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find out. Let me. In fact, we'll come back and let me Google it. Give me time to Google. You know, I'm an old man. I've got to take time to Google. Let me Google it.
You know, Sammy, I was waiting for you to say that point. During his first tenure at Chelsea, he managed the club well. He managed to perform quite well, you know, finish in the top 4. That is what I was waiting for. But you said cool, bro. You said cool, man.
Ooh.
The
It is Instagram.
The
Hey.
coach's strength is that he's cool and he likes young people.
Kenyan oxygen, eh?
But it makes sense.
No.
Come on, it doesn't. No.